Hi everybody! Today we're going to spend a little bit of time exploring the fingerboard. And for most of us, we spend a great deal of our time in first position. It's the first place that we've learned where our notes are, and it's like home base. It's the most familiar. But everywhere that there is fingerboard, there are notes. And to get to those notes, we shift. We pick up our hand and we move it to another place on the fingerboard so that we can play those notes. And there are several reasons that we do this. One is simply that we want to play higher pitches and we've run out of fingers, can't really use the other hand because the other hand's either bowing or we're using missed pits. And so we just want to go higher. Sometimes, though, however, we want to take advantage of the fact that a lot of the notes on the instrument can be found in different places. The notes that are found in first position can also be found elsewhere. And so something that might be really awkward and involve a lot of string crossings that are just make the bow really, really busy can be consolidated if we do a little shift and then everything kind of fits a little more comfortably. But the really magical thing with the fingerboard is that when we do this, when we start hunting for these notes that can be in all sorts of different places, it's like painting with a whole bunch of different shades of blue instead of just one shade of blue for everything. It always sounds like the same pitch, but always with just a little slightly different color. Take our open A, for example. We could play just an open A, but we can also find that same A on the D string, on the G string, and on the C string. And they all sound just a little bit different. Generally, the higher the string and the lower the position, the brighter and more open the sound. And the higher the position, so the higher up on the fingerboard, and the lower the string, the more covered or warm the sound. And so we can take advantage of this so that we can paint our music with all of these different colors. So I'm going to play a little bit of Rebecca Clarke's Morpheus. Now, this is not Morpheus like reflective sunglasses Morpheus. This is Morpheus, the mythical bringer of dreams. And the first time I play this, I'm going to do as much of it in first position as I can. But you're going to find some awkward string crossings. And I am still going to have to shift occasionally because otherwise I would run out of fingers. So let's see how this comes across. And it's beautiful, right? It's a gorgeous melody. Rebecca Clarke knew what she was doing when she wrote for string instruments. But gorgeous as it is, it doesn't really sound dreamy. It sounds like a beautiful melody in the middle of the day. But if Morpheus is the mythical bringer of dreams, maybe we need to bring a little more darkness into the sound, maybe a little more warmth, like a warm, fuzzy blanket as we're about to drift off into sleep. And so we're going to make use of the fingerboard and shift a little bit more and find these notes in different places so that we can paint a slightly different picture, and hopefully it comes across as a little bit more dreamy. And so even though they're the same pitches, they still come across and paint a different picture. So have fun exploring the fingerboard. Don't always pick a fingering just because it's easy, just because first position is more comfortable. There's an entire fingerboard to explore.